Joining me today is Lloydminster Bobcats head coach and general manager, Nigel Dube. Nigel, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Evan.
Now, Nigel, over the last weekend, you guys played two different games, one in Sherwood Park and one at the Civic Center over this past weekend, losing the first one 3-2 and the second one 5-4. I guess first things first, Nigel, do you mind just breaking down the game and giving me a short little recap here?
Well, I thought Friday up in Sherwood Park, I thought it was a pretty vanilla game. I didn't think there was a whole lot of excitement and energy to it, especially considering how the first four were played out. But, it was one of those, I think it was both sides. It just more so, I think, an off night on both sides, but another close one, obviously all 6 games being one goal. And then Saturday night, it was a unique game. I thought we played terrible in the first period. I thought we came out with a better start, had a big kill to start off the second. We ended up, we were shorthanded 5-on-3. I thought it was 3 or 4 times. It was 5 times in the game. And we really just chased the game on the special team side the whole time. I think we were shorthanded 11 times on the night. So, it was just tough to get guys in a rhythm, tough to get going. Proud of the guys for the way they fought through the penalties. And, some of them were real questionable. There's no doubt about that. And just the way that it was handled. But overall, we battled. Again, obviously 6 games with one team. You see them a lot. A lot of these guys have never done that before at any age level, let alone junior hockey. So we'll move on to the next opponents coming up next week.
Now, Nigel, you kind of touched on it. The penalties there, 11 in the second game on Saturday, 14 overall throughout that weekend. I guess there are some positives. You guys went 11-4-14 on the kill. And while, you never want to be shorthanded, are these still positives for you guys, seeing that improvement on the kill?
Well, especially compared to the first couple of games, I thought our penalty kill was something we obviously addressed. And from the time that we started to our first preseason game, you can't be perfect on all your systems and your structure and that. And, it was one of those that, I thought we got better through the course of the series with our penalty kill. I definitely think it took strides. It obviously too with, you look at the 5-on-3 to start the second period. We had 5 block shots. So guys committed to doing those little things that, was the identity of our hockey team, and that was huge. And then, on the special team side, we scored a power play. We were 1 for 4. So that was a positive as well.
Talking about offense and just continuing on with that, one rookie has really lit it up for you guys, and that has been Ethan Acoin, adding 4 more points on the weekend, 3 of those being goals. Just how good has he been for you, and are you honestly surprised that he's done as well as he has?
Well, he led the 18s last year in scoring, and the question was, is that going to translate over to the junior hockey, especially early out of the gate? And for him, he's done great things. The kid loves the hockey. He loves being at the rink. He loves being around everything to do with hockey. So, fresh fresh air there, and expectations were for him to score goals. We talked, how many times we talked to Evan through the summer about our offense and needing to score more. He's done that. I think he's helped out the guys around him. The guys around him have helped out him. So it's a good pairing in that regard. And that's his expectation from us is to be offensive.
Now, off the ice, you guys have been busy as well, as defenseman Jordan Wood was traded to the Winkler Flyers of the MJHL. I guess just give me a little bit of the behind the scenes going into the trade.
Well, it's a unique year for trades and transactions and that kind of thing, just because usually in a normal hockey year, you can carry extra bodies. And then just with us, with the Alberta Health Services cohort numbers and the AJHL cohort numbers, you can't carry those extra bodies. So it was one of those that we came in, we knew we had a very veteran group on the back end. And it was kind of one of those, a battle for position. And with him being a 19-year-old and the role that he was going to be put into, we figured it was best for us to go with our young guys, that stepped up and came in. And Woody's a great kid. I hope all the best for him in the future. He's a fantastic kid, great character, loved by the guys, but it just came down to numbers.
Now, one subtraction there. You also have one addition, as last year, a returning player, Nolan Coventry, has been added back to the roster. He was not in the lineup this weekend. But I guess just how big is that for you guys, Nigel?
Well, with Cubs coming in, and again, I thought Cubs got really hot at the end of last year, and his offense sparked and took off, and that was a big part of it. He was rewarded on the power play, being net front and being around there. So those are big areas, and then for him, just kind of sort out. Took a few more classes on school here out of the gates, and got that all settled in, and now he's here. Added to the group. So again, another offensive piece for us up front.
Now, fans will be happy as SHA, as well as the city of Lloydminster, has extended precautions, rather, so then more fans can come into the stands, 110 per side at the Civic Center. So hopefully there will be more fans cheering you guys on at the next game. Nigel, thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks, Evan.